What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Today we're going to break down a trade that I took pre-market on some Top Step 100K combines, roughly 7K in total profit. And I want to break down what I saw, what I was looking at, and how I was able to enter and exit at pretty much the top of what the pre-market was. And I have these breaking down. Let's get these into the 1 minute candle here. But so here's everything that we saw pre-market. And I mean, it is no secret that if you're looking at the daily chart and the higher time frames on the left and on the right, it was an absolute all-time high day without a doubt. Bulls were in control, Bears got ran over. But let's talk about what happened pre-market. And on a day where you know that you're going to have some crazy, I don't want to say volatility, but some solid moves up that are very strong. And today the Nasdaq was actually the stronger indices compared to the S&P. But you can anticipate that you're going to have some sort of a pullback to really get itself going. And VWAP is obviously everyone's favorite trend line to look at to see where something might pull back to. And I used the MACD to catch the top of what looked like the pre-market session. So let's just get right into the trade itself. I'm just going to zoom in a bunch here. I got the trade lines turned on, took a small loss there. And then so it's like roughly a $400 loss total across 3 accounts. But then here's where the magic happened with this trade. So we caught that move down there, which is pretty much the bottom of this big candle. Obviously not the entire bottom, but enough to not break the consistency rule that Top Step has. So what did I see on the MACD? This is my bad. This was a really bad entry. Don't even know why I took this. This is one of my rules as to why I do not trade the pre-market session, mainly because the price action largely makes no sense because the volume is so thin. And you can see that right here when it comes to the MACD, right? When you're looking down in this general range, I'll just put a box on it so you guys can see. When you're looking down in this general range, you have this move up, but there's no real volume coming into the candles to let you know really which way things are going. And even though it's a slow grind up, look at these wicks that you have that are easily going to stop you out, even though you're still on the train north, right? So that's one thing, one reason why I don't like to trade the pre-market session. But as I zoom in on this to show you what I was looking at, you can see here we had the top of this candle, pretty much of a weak buyer candle, and then we had what was a strong doji candle, somewhat of a doji candle for the sellers to come in. But it's key to look at what's happening with the MACD here, right? So you had somewhat of a cross up and then you had a cross down right at my entry, or at least the cross began at my entry. But what you'll notice is more volume on this candle, subsequent volume on this candle was lower, very low volume on the entry candle, and that's how you knew things were going to pick up to the downside. So in the simplest, most basic answer, I watched the volume here on the candles for the MACD. Once it thinned out, that was where I got in short as it retested the top of this candle or the close of this candle and then the push down. So that was where I wanted to take the trade on the combine accounts. Obviously, they're not actual funded accounts, but this was where I wanted to take a look at everything else. And then when we're looking at a bigger picture time frame on the Nasdaq, it was a complete just, I mean, roller coaster to the top. And curious to see where we rebalance, how we rebalance, because we're in uncharted market territory, right? So you're using extensions and other percent maps to kind of give yourself where areas of interest could be. The last time that the NASDAQ hit all time highs, it ended up selling off roughly 4.5%. So we'll see what happens tomorrow because clearly that did not happen today. And I know we have some news tomorrow, so maybe that'll rebalance everything. But wanted to make this quick video, share this with you guys as to what I was looking at, what I was looking for. I know a lot of people, even though the MACD is somewhat of a lagging indicator, if you're paying attention in real time, it does help you get in and notice where you can and can't sort of take your entries and your exits and how you can kind of target where you may want to take some profit. So wanted to share this video with you guys. If this was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share. And other than that, please subscribe and we'll see you in the next video.